companies that are going to deliver service, that are going to exist, that are going to be around in the years to come are those companies that can disrupt. 32% of people don't believe that companies are keeping up with the changing times.
Brian shared a lot of tips that I'll be able to take back and implement in our business immediately. And for that, it was time well invested.
Can't join you for dinner, but I heard you have the best lobster bisque or crab bisque in the world, and I want to try some. And he looks at me and he said, I'm sorry, we don't serve soup for dinner. Not only did it upset me that he called crab bisque soup, but that didn't nearly upset me as the fact that it was appearing I wasn't going to get any. So I asked him again. I said, I'm sorry, I just wanted to get some crab. Now, if somebody told you you have the best crab bisque in the world, wouldn't you want to give him some? Not this guy. Not this guy.
Over 50% of customers who are in a store longer than 20 minutes are on a mobile device. Physical retail is in a really interesting place right now. It's not dead. Physical retail is alive. What's dead is boring retail.
He brought forth how important it is about the experience. It's the age of the customer now.
Customers don't like their experiences watered down. They either delight or they don't. Being simple is good, understanding the customer is good, making it easy is good, but you got to differentiate the experience. 86%. 86% of customers said, I am satisfied, or I'm pretty darn satisfied, but you know what? I would go somewhere else in a second if it was price, if it was more convenient.
How about this hospital in San Diego that doesn't wheel children on a gurney into the operating room anymore? They drive little carts, right? And what they found is the blood pressure and the parents are just so much more at ease when a child goes into surgery at a hospital, just by changing and putting themselves in the eyes of the customer. Now, how do you top that? Well, you top that by having the window washers dress up as your favorite superhero and come down, right? Imagine Spidey Man coming and doing the window. You can't tell me that kid will never forget that experience.
And it started when I was 6 years old. And I sent away, my brother helped me, we sent away for a seed kit. And it came in the mail. And I was going to be the king of seed salesmen in Oak Lawn, Illinois, my little town. I was going to own it. My seed packets came, and my mom reminded me I wasn't allowed to cross the street, so my territory greatly shrunk right off the bat. But there's a gentleman that lived 3 houses down, and his name was Mr. Groshak. And I don't expect you to know Mr. Groshak, but if you remember old man Marley from Home Alone, that was Mr. Groshak. Scared the crap out of us. So I just started selling my seeds, and he said, hey, kid, get over here. Yes? He said, what are you doing? I said, I'm selling seeds. He said, I'll buy a pack. And he took out a dime, and he gave me the dime, and I gave him a pack of seeds. About 2 months later, I was playing outside, I'm guessing with my brothers and sisters, and Mr. Groshak goes, hey, kid, get over here. So I come over there, and he said, you know those seeds you sold me? They didn't grow. And I don't know what possessed me, but I took my hand in my right pocket, past all my bazooka bubblegum wrappers, and I took out a dime, and I put it in his hand. Fast forward a year from now, I'm now 7 years old, and I'm allowed to cross the street, so my territory just expanded. I got 100 packs of seeds in the mail. And Mr. Groshak's the first one to greet me. He said, what are you doing? I said, I'm selling seeds again. I wasn't expecting him to buy any. He said, how many do you have? I said, I have 100 packs. Hands me a $10 bill. He said, you know what, kid? I like the way you do business. I like the way you do business. And it's words that I never forgot. And I carried forward as I did little neighborhood carnivals and as I sold hot dogs on Oak Street Beach in Chicago during high school and all the way through my early retail career. I thought about those words. I like the way you do business. Well, last year alone, in the last 5 years, 243 players went out of business where customers didn't necessarily like the way they did business.
Airbnb has dramatically changed how customers stay when they're away. And they changed because they're leaders in customer feedback. They created an opportunity where not only can you review the property, but they can review you back as well. Like we say at a B&B, my wife's cleaning it. She cleans the B&B better than she cleans the house because they have peer-to-peer reviews. But what it's driven is a 70% feedback rating, where traditional hotels are at 5%. How about another industry? How about the mattress buying industry? In a 2017 survey, more people said they would rather attend a funeral than go mattress shopping. Think about that. That's pretty scary. So Casper came in and said, we're going to disrupt the industry. You don't need to go into a store. You can just order it online. And if you don't like your mattress after 100 days, we'll take it back. We'll come pick it up at no charge. In fact, we'll donate the mattress to a charity. So they've changed it. Number 2 rated mattress company is a company called Hasseless Mattress. What's interesting about Hasseless Mattress and all their stores? No employees, no supervisors, no managers. Completely self-service. Mattresses with a kiosk where you can order online. Disrupting. Number 1 and number 2, no associates. Now that just changed. Casper just opened a store in New York at their office because so many people were coming to the office wanting to see mattresses where it didn't exist, so they decided to open up a store.
And there's a fundamental disappointment that sets in when none of those things work because they really haven't necessarily created a new customer experience. Really, all they've done is kind of put new icing on the same stale cake.
If you ever have an opportunity to hear Brian Dennis talk and share his perspective and his stories about how to elevate your customer experience, I highly encourage you to do so.
Thanks, everybody. Appreciate it.